Floor to ceiling windows, if you'll pardon the pun, are a big deal. Haha. But I was gonna say, so glass is in right now, and just without boring you to death, if you go back to the old days, back in the 1920s and 1930s, when you went into homes, the windows were very small, and that's because the window was a big hole in the wall that was horribly inefficient. And now with technology, we can make windows more efficient, and so builders can make the windows bigger, so you get more light or more view, if you will, without compromising the efficiency as bad. And so windows have gotten bigger, and the bigger the window right now, that's kind of a big hit in the industry, pardon the pun again, is that it's popular. And so floor to ceiling windows, you don't really go all the way to the floor. You do have a small wall underneath it, but the windows go way down, so that it gives you the most view, the most light, and it's a very grand appearance from interior and exterior. One of the things is, you'll see that not all window companies can accommodate real large windows, and it's directly due to their frames. Their frame isn't strong enough to support the weight or the expanse, and so they have issues with that. Whereas with our frame, it's one of the strongest frames on the market, so we can, again, I have to put a caveat, within reason, accommodate a very large window. And we do, in fact, do that. You'll go into people's homes where they'll have an opening and it's filled with 9 or 12 little bitty windows, and we'll replace it with, depending on their design style, 1 window or 3 windows to, instead of having just the most recent one that I'm picturing in my mind, they had 12 windows, little rectangle windows, and 1 great big opening. And we took all that framing out and we put in 3 windows from ceiling to floor. And if the opening was 120 inches or something like that, I'm saying this from memory, we had a 40-inch wide, a 40-inch wide, a 40-inch wide, and a 78-inch tall window side by side. And it took what was a very dated, unattractive, boxy looking thing and turned it into a wide open, modern, beautiful view, window scaping or whatever you would want to call it, that just was like, wow, what a turnaround. And when I say this, I sound like a nerd, I know this, but we'll go into homes that are, 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, and we'll change the windows and we'll change the window styles, and we'll do away with grids, and we'll do it, and it goes from being very dated to, wow, this is a very contemporary, very modern look now. And it's, they're not just doing it for the aesthetics, they're doing it for their windows are bad, or their windows are rotted, or they're horribly inefficient and stuff like that. But they're also gaining the benefit of, wow, we really changed or updated the appearance of our home. So, and large windows are a big part of that right now.